There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Um, all right. Should I just get started?
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome everybody to Basis's BIFU Robotics' first informational session. Um, I'm Krish. You probably already know Tycho and me. And yeah, okay. Okay, Tycho.
All right. So basically, the Robotics Club is a club that seeks to expand students' knowledge and applications of STEM. And we aim to do this by, I guess, building robots, right? And working as a team to achieve many of these goals. And one of the main goals that we have is to actually participate in the first robotics competition, which is an international high school competition that goes around the world, right? And its goal is to spread STEM to like a lot of people, as many people around the world as possible. And so we're just trying to bring that STEM aspect and real life applications to like here at Basis Independent, right? So we're looking for high school students who are able to be dedicated to the team because it is a big effort. You have to put in the hours. Um, and we want them to have an infectious love for learning and science, right? Because that's really what robotics is about is working with your hands, putting things together, and then actually seeing it play out in the field.
Okay. All right. So here's some of the details and logistics about the club. We are planning to have three club meetings during weekdays, one during weekends. Tuesday is going to be our formal meeting day. Wednesday and Thursday are going to be informal. Mostly, Tuesday we will always meet at school. Wednesday and Thursday we will most likely be meeting at school, and but other times we might work like meet at Tycho's house during the workshop. And as Tycho mentioned earlier, club is open to all high schoolers. So again, as you mentioned earlier, the ultimate goal is to compete in the FRC robotics competition, which is a pretty big and exciting competition where members, you guys, could showcase your skills to build a robot and compete against other schools. We chose FRC mostly because of our reach for the stars mindset and our belief in bringing STEM, like robotic STEM, to the basis community. Of course, this is no easy feat, and to prepare, we decided to practice building a robot during pre-build season until around December. And this will help club members understand their responsibilities required to build robots, along with helping us figure out like smoothing any wrinkles for the actual competition season.
All right. So, student responsibilities. This is one of the biggest questions that we get asked. And so, robotics is a very high commitment club. You're going to have to put in many hours, and we'll have around 4 sessions per week, as you have seen last time. So, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday or Sunday. We'll see what happens. But basically, we expect 70% attendance rate as a baseline. So, just so that we are making sure that everyone's being there, but you can miss like 1 out of 4 days, right? So we want you to be there most of the time. And I think we'll find is that as the club goes on and people get more passionate about the project and the robotics, people will actually want to go more. And because we're going to be struggling to try to find time to actually finish the robot, since it is such a difficult task, and we're starting new this year. And so we attendance is something that's really important for us. Integrity. We hold everyone to like the highest moral standards, and we want everyone to keep this like morals as an important part when they're thinking about robotics. One of the core values of FRC is gracious professionalism, which means that we encourage high quality work while also emphasizing the values of others and teamwork. And this is really important because we need, while competition and rivalry is good with other teams, want um we want people to well together and also value others while not putting others down in competition. As for diligence, we want hard work from every single member. Every single member is going to be a contributing member of the team, and their role is just as important as any. And if we're going to make this work, then we need every single member to contribute. Ishan asks, are eighth graders allowed, rising eighth graders allowed that will be high schoolers next year? Yes. Actually, rising eighth graders. So, okay, this is an interesting question because middle schoolers, we initially planned to allow middle schoolers due to the fact that we wanted to include everybody. But after tough consideration, I think we realized that we cannot allow middle schoolers to join because it's just going to be too difficult for the first year.
Yeah.
Okay, and then sorry, Krish, if you wanted to jump in there.
Okay. 1 second. Let me see if my can you see my okay, let me just share my screen again.
You're sharing.
Yeah, I know, but I was sharing like the wrong screen. Okay, so this is going to be an overview of our project
Wait,
timeline.
hold on, we need to go
Oh,
back.
go back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't get to cover something.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Go up like a slide or two.
okay.
Okay. This is actually really important. A lot of you have been asking about how you can participate, how you can have a leadership role. And this is something that almost a lot of people have been asking. And the important thing to remember here is that not everybody is going to get a leadership role. And this, I mean, we just can't offer that. We don't have infinite leader. Not everybody can be a leader. But something important to remember is that we encourage that everybody does take their part and works their hardest to be a contributing member of the team because every person's role is as important as the next. And so when we do actually elect leadership roles, such as the division leads, they'll be evaluated not only based on technical merit or skill, but also based on cooperation and dedication, because those are really important values to our team. And that's something that we need to see in a leader. However, joining us in the summer is a great way to show us that you have that dedication, that team working skills, and you can also improve your technical skill as well. So if you're looking to get a jump start on that, then that's something that I would definitely look into, and we'll talk more about that later.
Okay. So next we're going to talk about our project timeline. So this is an overview of the timeline. During summer, June to August is going to be our pre-build season. Fall to winter, August to December is going to be the continuation of our pre-build season during actual like club, like when the club starts. Winter, January to March is our build season, and then the spring, the 6 weeks in March and April are going to be our actual competition season. And so now we're going to go in detail into each of these, sections. So in summer, June to August, summer pre-build season, we're going to set up the workshop. So establishing a workshop space and creating a space where we can work as a team to use tools safely, especially the tools that we'll need to use for for the robot. And our goals are to be prepared for a productive fall season with the necessary tools and to hit the ground running when fall arrives.
All right. And then for the fall, this is when the actual club will start. Basically, we'll begin organizing our team more formally, and we'll have members that are filling in from directly from the school. And then that's when we'll get everything organized. And this is still pre-build season. So we'll still be working on last competitions robot for practice, but it'll be an important step to make sure that we're ready when the actual build season comes, and we need to prepare for next year's competition.
Okay, so oh yeah, was that it?
I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah, so for the winter, January to March, this is going to be our build season. So we're going to be beginning to build for the 2024 competition. We will be pretty pressed for time and resources, and dedication is imperative during the season. It's really important that the members are dedicated because we have like a short amount of time and we need to begin building for the robot. And again, finishing the robot during this time period will be exceedingly difficult, reinforcing the need for time, resources, and dedication.
Yeah, just something I wanted to add on there.
Oh yeah.
I've heard from other teams that and other teams have like workshops that are open all day that they have stayed up until like 1 or 2 a.m. at working on the school. So it's really important that we're efficient when we're working on during this period because it is a really tough challenge to actually get a working robot for the competition in only 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's a high dedication club. It's going to be hard, but I think we can do it.
Yeah.
And then finally, for spring, this is like the 6 week competition period. I think that this coming year we may only get to participate in one competition. In the future, we may get to participate in more, but due to like funding and other reasons, I think we're only gonna do one this year.
Yeah. And another important aspect of building a robotics team is the finances. And building a robotics team from the ground up is it's a fairly like difficult task, especially like financially. And after creating a budget, our initial estimate was pretty large, but we managed to reduce this number due to mostly basis funding, which we're very thankful for. They said they would cover half of the registration fee, so $3,000, along with like waiving the $50 club registration fee that they normally ask of all students, along with potential grants, which we have yet to secure, but that we're estimating to be about $6,500. And after funding from the school, not including grants, our total cost came to be around $12,000. And the chart below talks about money, so funding in initial club registration only. So for these numbers like 7,000, 9,000, 12,000, those are going to be what we target to be our club registration total pool. So whenever you sign up for the club, this is going to be how much like the fee is on active or wherever you sign up. So we have three options. Like we start with $7,000 for the club, which is for the rest of the FRC registration, plus the bare parts kits. $9,000 for registration plus part kits plus miscellaneous parts like a mock stadium we need to build, and then $12,000, which is our entire budget. And so basically we have some figures here. I think we're missing this one, but for 15 people signing up, 20 people versus 25, these are the figures that would like the payments for each student individually, like at the very start upfront. So yeah.
I think something important to notice is that the more people we have, the less everyone has to pay. So if you have a friend that might be interested, then you should let them know because it's better for everybody and
Yeah,
more people. The
we
more the merrier.
we've been saying, yeah, we've been saying this for a while, but the more people, as Tycho said, the more people, the less money you have to pay. So this is just an estimate of how many like potential range of people that we believe could sign up. But obviously we would be much happier if there were more people, and you guys would also probably be a little bit happier too. Okay. Oh yeah, Tycho, this is your
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so for the summer, basically, in the coming summer, we want to basically prepare as much as possible when the fall hits, so we can actually get to work on robotics as soon as possible. So this means we need a workshop space to start, so we can work with tools in a safe manner. We're attempting to be ordering some parts ahead of time for the pre-build portion, so maybe we can get started on building an actual robot during the summer. And a lot of students have been asking like how we can get involved during the summer. And I guess we want to involve people as soon as possible. We want to get work done, but we're still working on getting the workshop set up. We may have some opportunities coming soon, but I would just keep an eye out for that. I think we actually have a form that is where you can show interest. If Chris, you could find that and put that in the chat.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I think we'll open that form up and then so that we know that you're excited, and then we'll contact you further on later on when we have more opportunities when we get a set date. Andy, is that the I don't think that's the form.
Wait.
No, that's not the form.
Is that wait, to me or to Andy?
No, Andy sent a form in the chat. Do you want
Oh, yeah,
to
no, it's not the form. Also, Zoom screen sharing is kind of weird. So I will once I get this, once we get probably hopefully once we get like once we finish the presentation, I can share
Okay,
that.
yeah, we'll attach it in an email then.
Yeah, we can do that too. Okay. So parent volunteering. So we've also heard multiple parents indicate that they want to be volunteers, which we think is pretty great. We're really thankful that parents can show support. And we're looking for parent volunteers that can possess some pretty like valuable insight from either technical or logistical standpoint. They're willing to share their knowledge with students. They're supportive and they can spend time to help. And or they just have a love for science and want to share it. Or if they just want to help out, like as well, that would be great. And again, we love the enthusiasm from parents and we have many plans in the works. If you want to be a parent volunteer for any parents, send us an email at either of our emails and we'll be happy to follow up with you and get in touch.
Okay, cool. We have okay, hold on, let me grab the links for these.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then let me just send these in the chat.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay, so we have a project plan. You can get the link. This project plan is basically detailing everything that we've planned out for. It's basically an overview of this slide deck and everything that we have planned for the summer and going onwards. And it holds a lot of important information about the I guess the club in general. So if you want to know more, then I would recommend reading that. If you still have any questions, you can ask us in a moment. There is a competition video, and this basically gives you a little bit information on what FRC is and what's so exciting about it. And we do have a Discord server for student communication. This is important so we can start building a community and foster connections between students. And then this should hopefully get people excited. And so we can get in talks with students. And then we have a Google Drive folder that has a lot of other important documents that you might want to know, such as the budget that we have assembled, which is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I also wanted to add that just a Drive folder, it also includes this slideshow. I think it also includes a project plan too. So I would highly recommend that you guys check it out because it has a lot of other important resources. They're pretty detailed too. And if you have any more questions or concerns, you should feel free to ask us, of course, but there's also probably some reference in there too. And speaking of questions, thank you guys all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions?
I think, hold on, why don't we pull up some questions from the forum? I think there were.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Questions there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll stop sharing by the way, so I can get like the link to the. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Someone asks, will the money be split evenly, or will the funding be evenly distributed, or can it be contributed in varying quantities? So for the entrance registration fee, it's going to be like for the entrance to the club, it's just going to be a flat number because we can't change that based on like who wants to pay more or less, right? But so that's just gonna be a flat number for everybody and it's gonna be the same. However, we will probably open up some sort of donation form later where you can contribute, and that will probably be opening up sometime either this summer or later during the school year. Milton Tran asks, how many mentors do we currently have? Currently, we have 4 mentors, and we've heard a couple parents that are interested in being a mentor or volunteering. So that's we have 2 teacher mentors and 2 parent mentors, and these should help. They should help coach us into making this the best club that it can be.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I just got the link. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. It is it's going to be, this is like a spreadsheet. It's going to be a spreadsheet for the summer workshop thing. It's not like full right now because we still have to decide on like our target dates for yeah, it's not full because we still have to decide on the target dates for when we want to open up the workshop, right? It depends on a bunch of factors, and so stay tuned for that being updated.
I guess if you want to put your name in right now, then you can just add that as a
yeah, just add your name in as like anywhere you want. Yeah.
Hi, this is Vincent's mom. I want to ask about the coaches. What is the qualification of the coaches? Do you have professional coaches?
No, we don't have funding for that. I mean, right now it's just mostly our teachers, and we have some parents that are interested in working out, but we're going to be doing a lot of research, and we're going to over the summer, and so hopefully we'll get everyone up to speed because we don't. And I think we'll be reaching out to FRC soon to see if we can get some help from other teams, but we don't have qualified coaches because that would be very expensive.
Yeah, and we don't also have any like qualifications for coaches either. Like if you want to be a parent mentor or volunteer, help out and stuff like that, then we don't really have any like qualifications as long as you're like willing to help out.
I mean, there's plenty to do, right? So
yeah, exactly.
We'll find something if you want to help out, then that's great.
So is there any teacher from the school will be part of this effort, like be a mentor to this team?
Yeah, so actually, Dr. Dixit and Mr. Vidal, the two physics teachers at Basis, will be they'll be helping out a lot, and I think that that's a really important part to making this club work.
Yeah.
A separate question. So for FRC, I know there's an outreach responsibility. So does the team also take on those responsibility to compete?
Yeah, there'll be divisions, like we have specific divisions in mind for, like, there's going to be a technical aspect, like just on the robot itself, and there's also going to be non-technical, which would include the outreach. So we have like a division like in plan, and in divisions we would have division leads and like specific teams where we would assign students, and so the team would handle that too. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I would be happy to help because I know like for FRC there's like more than just competition.
Okay, sounds great. You can send us an email, or we'll just add you to like to our list or something of that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Tycho's dad, Joel. Do you have any specific like robot building or outreach skills as a parent that you'd be interested in sharing?
Yeah, I would be happy to help. So I'm a data scientist, but I have a machine learning background, but I'll be happy to help.
Oh, great. Maybe we can get some machine learning in our robot. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Milton Chan asks, are we building the robot at Basis? So yes and no. We will be doing probably most of our work at Basis, and we will still have our but we'll have like a weekend workshop days where I'm gonna be setting up a workshop, I guess, in my garage, and then that way we can actually operate. We'll have a space where we can work safely, and we'll have tools there that we can actually use to do some of the more intensive work, like hands-on work, like machining and electrical and stuff like that, because I don't think Basis will give us that space and those tools. So that'll be an important part to making this work. Rocky asks, is Mr. Vidal gonna come to we don't know. Okay.
Is he gonna come to meetings?
He asked if Mr. Vidal is going to come to our house to mentor us when we're at workshop. We don't know. There's details regarding student teacher relationships that might not allow for that. We will have to see, and that's why we want to do a lot of the work at the school, but sometimes we'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah, Mr. Vidal will definitely come to our, like, all the I think if not all, at least the majority of our meetings we host at school. We probably need to follow up on him just to ask if he'd be willing to come to your house to workshop. But
I think he'd love to, but I don't know if the school will allow it.
Yeah, as of now we don't have any guarantees, because I don't know if he has the resources, like he has the time to do it, and I don't know if the school will allow it either. So yeah.
All right. Any last questions?
Oh yeah, were those all the questions in the form? Like the
well, I mean, I can read it again. Okay, I think we covered mostly everything. All right. Well, if nobody has any questions, I think we're gonna wrap up here. It was a little bit shorter than we expected, but I think that's okay. And we got everything that we wanted to out to you. So unless you have any questions, I think this is what we call it. Okay, thank you everyone for coming. We hope to see you soon. And if you want to leave your name on somewhere on that spreadsheet, then we'll add it to our list and figure it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.